I will begin this presentation in a rather strange way by reporting something that really annoyed me yesterday. One miscreant, she has an Igbo name, appeared on my page and said that I only complain, that I don't prefer solutions. If this idiot is not an idiot, she would have known that I have defended Igbo people more than anybody alive since the past 20 years. And I have preferred the only solutions that will work. But I believe the idiot wanted to attack me and gain attention and a few additions to her page. Because I'm very annoyed, that is why I'm reporting it. It's all about solutions. The presentation is all about what? Solutions. Whether we like it or not, the Yorubas are saying in very clear terms that they are not comfortable with the Igbo presence in Yoruba land, not just in Lagos. The Igbos were barred from voting in elections in 2023 in Lagos. And because of the presence of Islam and its relationship to other Nigerians, Igbos want to forget that the mass killings that took place in northern Nigeria took place in Lagos too. And you cannot talk about the Igbo genocide without mentioning figures like Obafemi Awolowo, Colonel Adekunle, that is Scorpion, Taiwo. They participated as much as Usman Katsina. But Igbos tend to overlook all this because Igbos were converted to Christianity and a good percentage of Yorubas are Christians. So the Igbos tend to focus only on the Hausa Fulani as the group that don't want them. But we have to face the facts. The Yorubas are fed up with the Igbo presence in Lagos. And the Yorubas are capable of enforcing Yoruba laws. They used Oro masquerades to stop Igbos from voting. They suspended the constitution, suspended the Nigerian police, and told the Igbos, don't step out of the house so that you will not vote. I do not trust or think that any Igbo should see the statement by Bolaji Akinyemi as anything that would make him not to see the dangers. Bolaji Akinyemi, I don't completely trust him. Going by what he said in the article, he praised Awolowo. He saw Awolowo as a unifier. Awolowo was guilty of genocide. I have seen reports by many Yoruba scholars who blamed Awolowo for the genocide of the Igbos. And this was the man that Bolaji Akinyemi claims was a unifier. He was not a unifier. He could be his hero, but Awolowo was not a unifier. And when somebody who claimed to be protecting the rights of the Igbos to purchase lands in Lagos, in the same article, claimed that Awolowo was a unifier, Igbos should be suspicious. Let us even look at this from what will be done to you and you will not like it. Why would you do it to other people? Land in Nigeria is part of the people's identity. Igbo land is part of the Igbo identity. I don't want Igbos to lose an inch of it because it is part of the people's identity. You cannot talk about the Igbo people without talking about Igbo land. Likewise, you cannot talk about the Yoruba people without talking about Yoruba land. And land is not an inelastic commodity. It finishes. And I know that Igbos have overdone it. I know a lady friend whose brothers live in Lagos. They convinced her, this lady lives in Igbo land. They convinced her to go and buy land in Ondo State. In Ogun State, Yoruba land. So my question to these Igbos that are buying these lands, what is your end plan? When do you think that these purchases will stop? When do you think you would have bought enough? When do you think you will buy and buy and buy and buy and say, oh no, let us stop buying so that the Yorubas will have some? Where their future generations will live? Yeah. When do you think this period will come? I'm not sure that Igbos have thought about this or that Igbos have realized that this land is not limitless. Of course, the Yorubas are selling, but the Yorubas are selling, unfortunately, because the Yorubas will recover the land. Before I ventured or veered into the humanities, I practiced and taught law as a full lecturer in Nigeria. We were all informed about the legal principle of quick plantator solo said it. He that owns the land owns everything on the land. So the Yorubas are simply making making money from the Igbos. Ultimately, they will tell the Igbos to leave our land, one way or the other. So to the idiot that said that I don't provide solutions, I'll use this opportunity to give my listeners, my viewers, the solution. The solution is a two-state solution. Two-state solution. Yoruba land for Yorubas, Igbo land for Igbos. My brothers and sisters, the Igbos will come up with the factuous exercise or the factuous excuse that they rushed to Lagos because they see ports very close to Igbo land or off the coast of Igbo land are not working at full capacity. This is a lame, baseless exercise, excuse rather. I was living in Abuja when President Goodluck Jonathan was the president of Nigeria. I did not see Igbos make a very serious case for the seaports near to their homeland to be put in order. And I'm not seeing Igbo members of the National Assembly, Igbo members of the States Assembly, Igbo statesmen. I'm not seeing them appealing, making a case that those seaports will work. They are not doing them. What they have all done is build state-of-the-art mansions in Abuja. They have all abandoned the Igbo land. So why would the federal government activate or reactivate the ports in Igbo land? Mention them. I will tell you where they live in Abuja and Lagos. The people that can actually hold society, hold land, they have all left. And why is complicated. I will only touch it peripherally because we have thinking Igbos. Just as we have this irresponsible woman, we have very responsible Igbos who follow whatever I say because this is not said with any hint of pride. It is my calling to be the prophet of the Igbo people today. And some have even said that I'm a prophet to all the people of Israel. So what am I saying? It is complicated about why the Igbos do not want to stay on their own land. But I will give a hint. The Igbos will not be able to live on their own land until the Igbos return to their own culture and religion called Omenana. For those people that are not learned in the Igbo language, Omenana literally means religion and culture you will do in the land. If the Igbos are not able to live by this religion and culture, the Igbos will live and die in exile. As simple as ABC. And everybody should have a good day.